Good morning. So I'm really excited to get started this week on talking about something really fun. We're going to kind of backpedal a little bit from the confidence stuff that we've been talking about lately, and we're going to go into a series all about bullet journaling. And I'm really excited for this one because it's something super fun and that I've become really passionate about. If you are in the bullet journaling world, then you kind of know what I mean. And if you're not yet, then watch out because you are about to have a brand new passion that's going to be really fun and exciting. But today I just want to kind of keep it simple and tell you guys what bullet journaling is and why you should start doing it. So if you're not familiar with bullet journaling, then what it basically is you taking a notebook and a pencil and customizing a journal, a planner, all of that stuff to fit your needs. Ryder Carroll is actually the one that kind of coined the term bullet journaling and kind of created this system. So if you want to find out more about like the traditional bullet journal route, I really suggest that you go to bulletjournal.com and check all of that out. And straight from Ryder Carroll, he actually says, the bullet journal is a customizable and forgiving organization system. It can be your to-do list, sketchbook, notebook, and diary, but most likely it will be all of the above, and it will teach you how to do more with less. So that's really the what encompasses all of bullet journaling. It's really an evolving and adaptable practice that you can use in your everyday life to just become more organized and to simplify the systems that you use, because we live in a world where technology takes over everything, right? So this is a way to really put pen to paper and to simplify what you're doing and to put everything all in one place. So I use my bullet journal for everything under the sun. I use it for my business planning. I use it for this YouTube channel's planning. I use it for all of my personal notes, everything to do with my kids, with my husband, with my Christmas presents, with my holiday planning, my packing list, everything under the sun. I mean, I'm forgetting a lot of things right now, but I use it for everything. And that's the joy about it, is that you start with a blank page and you get to customize it to what you want. Now, that can be kind of overwhelming sometimes because you're like, wait, no, I have a planner. You know, you have your Erin Condren planner or whatever it is that you like, and you like the system because it has everything laid out for you, right? Well, I was kind of that way too, but the thing is that I would get all these awesome planners and I would use them for a month, maybe two, and then I would realize that they were kind of missing pieces. So then I just stopped using them because I didn't have a place to put, you know, the notes that I needed for my business, or I didn't have a place to put, you know, what I wanted for Christmas presents, so I would have to pull out a second notebook and create all of this system for my budgeting and for all of that, and so I would have like 4 different notebooks all at once, and that was just too much for me. I just didn't enjoy it, and I didn't stick with any of it, so everything went out the window, and I started just using a regular notebook. And it was not organized, and I still had like 3 of them going at one time, you know, and I was flipping through trying to find what I needed. So I knew that I needed a different system, and that's where bullet journaling came into play. Now, I want to just preface this by saying I started by finding other people who bullet journaled and copying what they did, basically. That is the easiest way to just get started when you're feeling overwhelmed. So my first few layouts, I literally found someone on Pinterest, and I copied their layout. And then I knew immediately that there were a couple things that layout that I wasn't going to use, so I just didn't put those in there. And then after a couple of weeks, I realized what I did want in there, and I put it in. So that's the beauty of this system, is that you can really just take bits and pieces of what you see everywhere else and use it to fit your own system. So the way that I use bullet journaling is mostly for a planner. So my main key elements to this bullet journal are I have a monthly calendar and then a weekly calendar so that I can go in and track everything that's going on. Now, primarily I use it for my business ideas because that's kind of just what's forefront in my mind, and then I jot down if we have any appointments going on or anything like that. So that's my main key pieces. Now, once I have that done, I move on to something that we call collections. And that's where I can do all of my budgeting layouts. I can do my Christmas present shopping layouts. I can do, you know, like my projects for my business all separately in their own thing. And then you can have fun with it too. Like, I know I'm getting a little technical with business here, but you can have fun with it and make like a layout for all of the books that you want to read this year. You can make one for gratitude, for what you're grateful for. You can make one for everything under the sun. In tomorrow's video, I actually am going to show you some examples of all of this, so stay tuned for that for tomorrow, and I'll kind of give you a rundown of what is possible for bullet journaling. Today, I just want to give you an overview of what it is so that you can understand it. Now, really quickly, I want to share with you what I use for bullet journaling so that if you want to follow along in the next couple of days, you can get started and get ready. Now, again, all you really need is a plain old notebook. Anything that you got laying around is fine, and a pencil. I like to have a little bit of fun with it, and I like to grab an actual bullet journal, and there's a couple of different kinds that you can get. again, if you go back to that bulletjournal.com, they have an official bullet journal that you can buy, and it kind of walks you through the system there. Or you can go on Amazon really quick, and I would search for either a Scribbles That Matter or Electrum 1917. Both of these are very good starter journals. There's a million options out there, but these two are very good ones to get started with. I'm going to be using a Scribbles That Matter for showing you guys what to go through with, planning out your layouts for these first few ones. So if you want to follow along with me, then that's what I'll be using. And then I have some pen options that I can show you, but I'll show you those later, because you don't need to be overwhelmed with it. Grab a pen, grab a couple of colored pencils, or markers. Crayola markers work just fine, or just a couple of colored pens, like the Paper Mate Inkjoy ones, and we can have a little fun with color and making them pretty. So I'm really excited to get started on this series with you guys and to show you guys how bullet journaling has kind of changed my life. I've fallen in love with it, and it's really been a way to keep me organized, to give me something to feel accomplished with every day, and really just boost my confidence in ways that I didn't really think